So this solid state, basically, instead of these two guys pulling the magnet back and forth, we mechanically push this up until it starts to resist the plate and the ship moves forward. We lock it in place so it continues to accelerate because of magnetic resistance. Now that is a more powerful, as far as speed, it's going to go faster, you know. I mean, if you've ever tried to push two of the same pole magnet together, you know, it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? And that's the amount of force that you're talking about pushing with. But, so, you know, does that update the space chair? In other words, am I going to have these be negative and positive magnets to make my space chair gain speed? And the answer is no, I can't. Because my field is still going to be a solid state field. So my north's going to be at the top and my south's going to be at the bottom. See, so if these are magnets, as I move them around the sphere, then, you know, like, so like if this one, if it's positive on the inside, then when I move it up, it's going to push me down. When I move it down, you know, it's going to pull me down. See what I mean? So it won't allow me to maneuver. So I still have to have just only ferrous metals. And this would be, now I'm thinking it would just be like a big plate rather than a ball. You know, just to make it more realistic. I mean, cooler. You know, so you're moving this big plate around your sphere, and the magnet's pulling you, you know, or pushing you, whichever one, you know. I mean, it's either the plate's attracted to the magnet or the magnet's attracted to the plate. That's how that works. So this one is going to be a lot faster, but not as maneuverable in the full spherical arc as the space chair. But this one's going to have a lot of speed. Now, to steer, we could do something like a space chair on the back end. You know, or, you know, we could turn that around and do that on the back end. You know what I mean? But essentially, you begin your engine. I mean, this thing's going to be on like some kind of tank tracks, lockable tank tracks, you know, or not tank tracks, but some kind of locking mechanism where we move it forward and then it's going to push us. And then we can move it forward, and we can get it to that point, you know what I'm saying, where you are squeezing the magnet so hard, you know, and it's still not pushing together because they're two opposing poles, you know. And so you're squeezing it so hard, so you know what happens when that happens, like it slips and slides out. So you can do that, you know. You can force the larger magnet very, 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 very close to the smaller magnet, but the closer you're going to get to it, the more that slippage you're going to get, dude, and you might wind up ripping off the front end of your ship. See what I mean? So like you can get like more speed, but you can tear your ship apart on accident. You know, if you try to go too fast. But other than that, it's going to get you up to light speed.